Back with you on the Newsfeed PM. The Federation of Governing Bodies of South African Schools has appealed to Teachers Union SADTU in KwaZulu-Natal to continue conducting extramural classes. The union says the Provincial Education Department has failed to pay the basic finance allocation for overtime, but says that extra tuition is vitally necessary. NAPTOSA CEO Thirona Moodley joins us now for more on that. Thirona, good to have you, and thank you very much for coming on. SADTU has raised a number of conditions that have not been met by KZN Education. For example, failure to pay basic finance allocation to schools in May, unilateral introduction of tranches of installments when paying allocations to school, a list of things, failure to pay acting allowances, non-compliance with collective agreements, and so on and so forth. Why do you think they would heed this call to stay on and offer these extra classes despite all these conditions not being met?
Well, good afternoon, Thabo, and good afternoon to the viewers. As NAPTOSA, we are on the same page in terms of the demands of SADTU. And currently, they have embarked on a work to rule. With NAPTOSA, we have also written to the department, engaged with the department on these outstanding matters. And these are very serious matters that affect our schooling on a daily basis. The functioning of schools are being threatened at the moment. So with SADTU having taken this position as a work to rule, the learners are still being taught. There is still a 7-hour workday for the learners, and there is still teaching and learning taking place. The only thing that they are withdrawing is anything over and above what they are expected to do. So the intervention classes are generally extra classes to top up already taught material and the curriculum. And this is what they have withdrawn from at the moment.
And what has led to a situation where these schools, I mean, they go to a point where principals have been using their monies to keep these schools functional?
The department in KZN has collapsed financially years ago, and they've been barely hanging on. We are very aware of the financial crisis faced by the department. But when it comes to the basic necessities that have to be paid out to the schools, there has to be a plan by the department. As Labour, we are really tired of hearing their financial limitations. And as the department, it is their responsibility to get the assistance from wherever, including DBE and the National Treasury. Because for far too long, our schools in this province have been on the receiving end of these financial restrictions.
So talking together, collaborating together as associations alongside SADTU, all those interventions would not have been enough to get the department to respond to your calls?
We have been attempting to address these outstanding issues for many years. And when we feel that it can't get any worse, it actually does get worse. So with SADTU taking this position, there is this need for something drastic to be done. And we support what the cause is, because we are all in it together, and all our schools, no matter whichever membership or union you belong to, we are fighting the same cause.
Yeah, except for FEDSAS calling for teachers to go back to school and offer these extra lessons. Has there been any approach from the side of the department itself?
Well, I do understand the FEDSAS position. They are the parents looking out for the best interests of the learners. However, teachers cannot work under these conditions for one day longer. There's no tools of the trade. Your electricity is threatened to be cut off. Your municipal bills are not paid. So how is teaching and learning going to be delivered in our schools without having the department to stop and listen? We have to fight the big battle. And with interventions at the moment, teachers are professionals. If there are gaps in the curriculum, these teachers who are on a work to rule will find a way to meet those demands regarding the learners. But they have reached the end of the road with negotiating and being diplomatic about it. So at this point, I trust in the teachers who have the learners ready for the exams, whenever that may be. It's the National Senior Certificate exams, the internal exams, or the final year exams.
SADTU has, in their own statement, declared the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Education as having collapsed, which means, I mean, it should literally be put under administration and National should intervene here. What is the view of NAPTOSA?
We are 100% in agreement with that. We actually believe that this department has collapsed a while ago, even back 2 or 3 years ago. And I am not sure why the DBE is not sitting up and listening to the challenges that are in this province. We have no teachers that are substituting for those who are those on maternity leave. We have no money paid to schools for purchasing of stationery and basic workbooks and textbooks. So how is teaching going to go on in the manner it's supposed to? Who are we fooling if we don't stop by and protest and let public and the communities think it's business as usual when it really is not business as usual?
Thirona Moodley, appreciate your time. CEO of NAPTOSA there on their stance on the call by SADTU to not continue giving those extra classes, of course, raising a lot of other issues, including a call to declare the Department of Education in KwaZulu-Natal as having collapsed.